What is up, gamers, gunkers, and gamer gunk enjoyers? Welcome to another video. In today's videos, I'm hanging out, doing some stuff that I've been putting off a little bit, that I really need to get done, and that is working on the merch stuff. So, a lot of our merch fulfillment on the website, willhirsch.gay, is done through a company called Fourth Wall, who reached out to me a while back, and I've talked about that in a number of videos now. But the stickers of all the things are actually the most manual. Well, other than the Super Lube, which I still want to do. Again, I actually just reached out to a few companies that produce the bottles in China, so hopefully I get a response back from one of them. I'm going to buy excess bottles this time, so I don't have such a hard time finding the right bottle again, because I really love those bottles, but I really want them to be orange. I'm not going to lie. I think the fact that the bottle is orange is important. So I'm waiting for that, but curse my the things I want being so distinct and specific. But anyways, I have a bunch of brand new, fresh out of the packaging stickers that I'm going to be boxing up for you guys. And yeah, this is how the stickers specifically are put together and then shipped out for everybody. So I'm actually the one myself doing all of this. We get our stickers from a small company called Wild Prints. They're really, really awesome. It's just one dude making really, really awesome sticker prints. They're honestly the most high quality stickers I've ever seen. So I'm really, really happy to be working with them. But yeah, essentially the process is just taking all of these envelopes, which I buy all of these different pieces separately, and then I have to assemble myself everything. And so essentially all we're doing here is taking our packaging, which I also make sure to go with envelopes that have a double stick tape already, so that I'm not having to lick and stick that every single time. Because that would be an absolute nightmare, more so than it already is to have to do this for 100 times or whatever I'm about to have to do. So yeah, this is fun because what I'm doing is we have some new sticker designs now, and so I'm making it more of a grab bag with the stickers. When you buy a pack of the stickers, you could get there are still 6 stickers included in the pack. But it's more of a mix as to what you'll get. And I can just kind of pick 6 from the selects that we have. So for those of you that don't know, I'll break down each one of the designs that we have, because I really like all of them. And I'm very happy with them. So the first one is obviously the Flipping Fox design. This is drawn by a good friend of mine who lives here locally in Atlanta. Same thing actually with the Vulp skull. It was the same artist that did both of these. The Vulp skull is a drawing of the Vulp with an actual fox skull holding it. So that's an anatomically correct fox skull, which is pretty cool. And then we have this one, which is actually drawn by... oh my God, come on, Will. God, it's so annoying because Flippin' Trippin'. There we go. Thank God. Yeah, this was actually drawn by Flippin' Trippin'. Flippin' Trippin' opened up commissions a while back, and I was like, oh, could you draw me with some Balisongs in the background? And they were like, yeah. So that's very cool. This was drawn by an artist that was in my Discord server. This is the Will Hirsch robot thing. This is a really cool one. This artist specializes in mechanical mech designs and stuff like that, so I just wanted them to make a mech based off of the logo, flipping some of my Balisongs from my collection, so that was really cool. And then the logo I designed myself, and then all 3 of these were drawn by my friend Austin. So yeah, and these are all the classic Patreon tier designs from back in the day. Very happy with. So yeah, but yeah, it's pretty much just slowly going through these one at a time, and picking out 6 stickers and then putting them in the thing. And it is a long and arduous process of doing that. I'm in a minute when I'm done recording, I'm gonna throw on some music probably and just do this for like an hour or two, because it takes quite some time. But yeah, in case you were wondering, this is how the packaging works for the stickers. I literally do all of it. I'm so bad at counting. I literally do all of it myself. So if you buy a pack of our stickers, congratulations, I touched all of the stickers in the package. If that sweetens the pot for anybody. But yeah, it is the second most manual process. I think that's 6. Yeah, I'm so bad at counting. Jesus Christ. I like can't talk and like count at the same time apparently. But yeah, it's the second most manual process beside the Super Lube. The Super Lube was the most manual because I had to order literally every part of it and then assemble all of that. And that was quite the challenge. But it's okay, because it was worth it, and I'm excited to do it again, because I'm just gonna... I essentially just had a syringe that was like this big-ass syringe, and I just used that to slowly fill up every single bottle of Super Lube, and then I had to put the label on every single bottle of Super Lube, and believe me, I felt so powerful once I did that. Like, it's holding like 100 bottles of lube is a weirdly powerful feeling thing. I don't know why, it just is. You're just like, I have all the power. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to say also, so it might be kind of hard to tell from this limited view, but our house is an absolute wreck right now. And that is because we are moving soon. It's kind of a multi-stage move where we've got like roommate coming in, and then we're moving into a rental house in the future and stuff like that. So there's a lot changing in my life. Things have been a little difficult to kind of like get through, you know, stressful and whatnot, but at the same time, worth it. So there may be a lapse in videos at some point. We're doing our best to like not have that happen if we can, because like it would be nice to not have a lapse in video uploads, of course. Whether or not that's actually possible, we will find out. So yeah, we're trying our best. We're trying to put out content regularly, even though all of this stuff is happening. Brandon also just finished moving. So like it's a hard knock life out there for everybody. There's so much change happening, but it is okay because that's part of life. So yeah, we've got a lot going on, but at the same time, I'm hopeful that it will have been worth it in the end, and hopefully we can like upgrade the set and stuff like that to something that I think people will really enjoy. You know, I'm going to be redoing my office to some degree for the videos. Brandon, when he moved, took the opportunity to really redo his office and make it like set up specifically for making videos. And I think that's a great idea, and that's something that I desperately want to do myself, because like the truth is, when we started making our videos, you know, my office wasn't set up to be a video background. Like we hadn't become like it was definitely in my mind, because, you know, there is a difference if you go look at our 2018 videos versus if you look at our videos now. There is a difference between, you know, when we recorded those versus when, before like we changed the set and I made my new office. And so the new office was somewhat set up for recording videos, but it was mostly set up for my speakers. I'm not gonna lie, like that's the main thing I was thinking about when I moved into that space. I was like, ooh, I can have a whole room for just my speakers now. Because I'm that kind of audio nerd. And yeah, it was a good time. But it is a rough space to work in. You know, it's not perfect because it's very small. It's very cramped. I have a lot of stuff in there. I didn't super think out, like, how would it go with actually shooting all this stuff, you know, inside of a small space like this. I did not think that all the way through. And so while it's been okay, it could definitely be much better. And so I wish that I had the opportunity to kind of like really make the space for shooting specifically, and I think I will have that now. I think that'll be a good thing, you know, especially since we're planning on moving into a rental house. Like, I can't afford to get an actual house. God, I wish, but nope. So instead of that, you know, we're just kind of hoping that if we hang on and do it the right way, then we can make a rental house work and make it really nice. And so, yeah, fingers crossed there. I think the extra space will be nice because living in this apartment has been a challenge for sure, especially with shooting videos. Obviously, we have 2 main sets, which is this couch that I'm on right now and then my office. So Brandon having his own room is going to be really nice. Like, he has his own office, and so we have like extra, you know, an extra ability there to shoot in a new location, but also between that and having the house, we'll just have the extra space, have the ability to kind of like have more flexibility. Brandon, hopefully in my new office, won't just be like shoved into the corner, you know. So yeah. I am so bad at counting and talking at the same time. That's wild. It's wild that I can like flip effortlessly, but then if I'm like trying to count, my brain's like, nope, that's not happening. Okay, I think this pile of envelopes is now too high to be self-sustaining, so we're gonna make a new pile of envelopes. But yeah, I hope you all are having a wonderful time. These should be available in the store hopefully relatively soon. What happens is I finish doing this half of it, which is like packaging it all up, and then I send it over to Fourth Wall, and they actually keep it at their facility for me. And then they handle the shipping and stuff like that because I already don't have the time to do most of what I do in my life, so I definitely could not handle also having to like personally ship every single thing that people order from willhirsch.gay. So I'm thankful that Fourth Wall can handle that because it makes my life substantially easier. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited about the stickers. The stickers were like our primary selling thing, and then when they ran out, I ordered more, honestly, and we've been sitting on the stock of having more of them, and I just like haven't had the time or energy to just sit here and slowly put 6 stickers at a time into an orange bag and ship that off. Like, it's been a challenge, I'm not gonna lie. So hopefully now that'll be okay. We'll have a bunch of stickers ready for people and it won't be such a big worry. But yeah, I'm really excited about these new designs. I think the stickers look awesome. Like, I think they turned out fantastically, so I'm very happy about that. And so yeah, I'm just kind of vibing it out, figuring out what I want to do, what I want to see. Been writing a few videos. Things have been hard just because of all the stress with moving and stuff and just life stuff in general. It's been hard to kind of like get the time and energy to write videos. So we'll see how that goes. I've been working on a few scripts, especially the Squiddy AL. That's a big one that I really want to get the video made for that. Also on the docket are things like the JW Knives magnet. That's definitely still coming. It's just something that got kind of pushed to the wayside because of, you know, how much of this stuff we ended up working on. It's like we had so many other projects come up, so many things happening, both in YouTube and just in our lives in general, that it became like, okay, well, I'd really love to work on this review right now, but there are so many things happening in my life, and unfortunately, the JW Knives review, while I'm very excited to review the knife, and I think, that's how it works with a lot of these products, and it's kind of a plus and minus of the community, is the fact that we have so many different makers making so many different products, that you have like really small makers that exist within the community that become like well-known names. But once you're in the community, you kind of forget how small we are, because you kind of get inundated with all the people that are like immediately in your social circle. And so the scale of the community seems larger, I think, from the inside than it actually is. And so like being a content creator on YouTube has made it kind of difficult, because we're having to deal with making stuff that's like, oh, if we're going to take our time and spend it to create something, then that thing that we're creating should, benefit the algorithm or whatever. And that really sucks, because I just hate thinking that way, having to like think about, oh, how do we please, right, the algorithm and make something that like will be popular or whatever. And the truth is that popular companies get clicks. And so when a popular company releases a product like the Squiddy AL, for instance, even though we got it after some of the other stuff we want to review, it is higher priority, simply because being there on time with that review for a larger company is more profitable when it comes to like a YouTube standpoint, and also just keeping viewership up for your channel in general, because that's the other problem, is you lean too hard into just wanting to be creative and do your own thing, and then all of a sudden, because of the way YouTube recommendations work, it's like, less people overall are watching your channel, and there used to be a lot of people watching your channel. So YouTube's algorithm is going to be like, oh, that means that people don't like you anymore. Therefore, we're going to stop recommending your videos to people, which then it leads to a self-fulfilling cycle of, your channel slowly drowning out in the noise of YouTube, which is terrifying. But I will say that what my plan is in terms of fixing that problem for us is working on more cool things with more cool companies. So I really want our YouTube channel to get to the point where the money that we're making on YouTube isn't actually related very heavily or directly to the videos we are making, right? So when it comes to like how often we're uploading or what is the subject of the videos, I want that to be as unrelated to our revenue streams as possible. And the reason for that is, I think, relatively obvious, but also it's multifaceted. I want the ability to sort of, be able to sell, or I want to collaborate with more companies, because I want to not have to worry about, oh, will this video do well? Or, oh, we can't cover that product yet because we have these other ones we need to cover, and these companies are more popular, so those videos are going to get more views. Like, that sucks. And it really sucks to kind of feel trapped in that. And so the idea behind, hopefully working with more manufacturers and creating cool stuff for the community that can maybe support us outside of just YouTube alone is really good. It's the same thing with Patreon, right? Like, Patreon has done a great job of supplementing our income every single month and really helping us sort of move away from, this existential crisis of like, every time a video goes live and then it either does well or it doesn't do well, that can be soul crushing as a creator. It's terrible, and it's especially terrible when you feel like the success of the most recent video you released is like directly proportional to your living situation. Like, if you feel like the success of the video that you just uploaded is directly related to your ability to pay rent, then uploading a video and watching it do badly is, holy crap, it's the worst feeling in the world. I think for good and obvious reasons, right? And so I am very happy to exist on YouTube in the way we are. I feel extremely lucky for that, but our goal now is to really move to a place where, you know, if we can figure out how to make money from existing on YouTube, but not making our money directly from the videos on YouTube, that means that we can make reviews about the products that we want. We can make more videos that are just like what we want. And it won't matter whether or not they do well on YouTube as a whole, because, and even more so than that, I think, you know, making those kind of videos are what you guys really want to see, and at least what I believe you guys deserve. Like, you know, the kinds of videos that we're passionate about are what started our channel in the first place, and doing all of this stuff of, you know, all of these things that we were really excited about, that's what made this channel viable in the first place, and that's what brought in all of these people to watch it. And so I think that, you know, moving away from having to make money by getting a bunch of views every video is really, really good for us. I think it'll make our product reviews more, like, honestly, I think it adds to our trustworthiness, because it's like, if we collaborate with multiple companies, if we can get like multiple projects going in the future, then we would have, like, you know, we wouldn't be beholden to any specific company. Like right now, we're only working with Nabali's directly, other than the affiliate codes that we have through MachineWise and Squid Industries. And you know, if we could have more companies that we were working with directly, then we would have less like bias for one specific company, and it would be more spread out, because it's like, you know, no matter what company you buy from, we're still going to be making enough money to survive perfectly fine, and so it won't matter to us. And then at the same time, you know, like I think if it's obvious that, and I think this is where, you know, I need to be careful, and just we need to be careful as a channel, in terms of being like really clear about things, is like in the future, if we have products that are available from different companies, you know, we need to make sure that we're still being very cognizant of how we structure reviews, right? I think it's important to structure reviews in a way where it's obvious that, like, even though we have a product that we might suggest over the current product we're reviewing, you know, we're not going to bring that up in the video, unless it's like really pertinent, unless those two products are like directly competing. And the thing with Balisong is that there really aren't, like, Balisong is funny because every single product is directly competing, and also none of them are directly competing, kind of. Like, I don't know, I think that's really funny because, like, people own a ton of what you might consider directly competing products, right? Because, like, that's the fun of collecting. Everything, even the slightest difference in certain things, will make it flip differently, and that's like super important to people. And so I think that's a great thing, and I think that's really useful for the Balisong community, because we don't have to worry about like that much about competition itself directly. And so, you know, even though we might if we make a product that would like compete with something else, we would talk about it in the video where we release that product, and then, you know, we'd talk about it elsewhere, but we'd probably restrain from talking about it in reviews of other products that are anywhere close to that product. And I think that would be a really good thing, because once again, it means that, like, whenever you make a review, it's just a little more honest. Not to say that they weren't honest before, but I just feel like it increases the credibility, because it's like, you know, I'm telling you that this product is good, and I have a competing product, but I'm not telling you to go buy that. I'm telling you that this one is also really good. And if anything, I feel like that sounds more trustworthy to me, but I would like to hear your opinions on that. Right? Because, like, maybe I don't know, maybe I sound crazy. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching a fun episode of Will Flips. I just filled up 50 envelopes in that time, and I'm going to do 50 more now. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Here's an insane amount of stickers all enveloped up. So if you get stickers on willhirsch.gay, well, this is where they came from. I hand packaged every single one of these things. Oh my God, there's so many. Jesus Christ. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, even though I actually wasn't really doing flips. I didn't really flip much. But I hope you enjoyed it anyways. So yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, this was more like Will's philosophy hour than Will flips. But you know, whatever. You know, get what I give you. I'm sorry. All right, peace.